Alright, let's get into this. So I'm not going to sit here and say that he's a bad addition to the game in any way. He is a buggy mess, but Jesus Christ is he fun as hell to play. So to begin with, Grievous is a semi-tank. I don't believe he's as much of a tank as Darth Vader is. He cannot shoulder everything. Now, let me explain when I say that. The reason why I say he can't shoulder everything is because he cannot maximize it to its full potential because of his bugs. Right now, with the bugs that he has, sometimes I would say he's not viable in HVV. However, I've had very good matches with him in HVV, which I'm going to showcase in a few seconds. Here's some gameplay of me just unlocking him. Dude, I was excited as hell. Alright, this is just an in-depth analysis of Grievous, because I've been looking forward to this guy for a very fucking long time, and the way that I see they portrayed him was very well. I'm very happy. I mean, they did very well. I mean, except for the bugs. I mean, that's gonna happen. It's bug front for a reason. Battlefront has had a huge history with bugs from the fucking beginning. But whatever, let's keep on doing this. So with Grievous, there is some amazing star cards of his that help him out as well, which will only be truly maximized when they finally truly get unlocked all the way. And I feel like from the get-go, it might seem a little underwhelming playing as Grievous. And when I played as him in arcade mode, just doing some 1v1 dueling just to see how his damage scaling is compared to everybody else, he seems to be a lot better when he has his maximized star cards. And from the beginning, I'm sure he's going to feel very underpowering. And honestly, that isn't what makes him underpowering. I feel like what makes him underpowering is the fact that his moves don't connect most of the time. The only move I feel like connects most of the time is the Claw Rush. Claw Rush is a very amazing move, actually. It's good to get out of things, it's good to chase people, and it's good to just surprise your opponent. I found it very most useful when you're going against Ray, and Ray would sit there and just mind trick you, and then you could just dash right out of it. So it's really worth it. It's worth it, man. It's very good. But the Unrelenting Advance, or whatever it's called, and the Thrust Surge, they are not viable. I will show you that in a minute. This is an example of a real-time 1v1 I have with this random person. I'm actually very glad they gave me the chance to do this, so I could show off a 1v1 of Grievous. There's another thing about him in these 1v1s and against people in general, and maybe not against blasters as much as lightsaber users, but remember the stun lock? How it used to be a problem? Well, it's kind of a problem with Grievous. If you allow them to hit you, if you do not jump out of the way while they're hitting you, you will most likely not be able to guard during their advance against you. On top of that, the abilities glitching on you anyways makes it where you cannot guard. If you use Unrelenting Advance and then someone cancels it by hitting you or knocking you over, it stays going until it runs out or until you cancel it. And I didn't know this, and it did not allow me to guard during those last few hits. And the move wasn't even being executed during that time frame, which, yeah, they need to fix that. And like I said before, Thrust Surge is obviously painfully bugged, and just look at that. Just 1, 2, 3. There's so many times it would just never hit, and I feel like it'd be a good move because it knocks down the opponent, and if it would hit, that'd be such a good opener. And now it can be blocked, which is okay and all. I mean, I'm okay with that, but I feel like this game does need some guard breaks. So I do wish it wasn't blocked, because I feel like blocking is still a problem in this game that's hindering the lightsaber combat. Alright, this is where I get to the damage scaling and the way things work in this game, and this is a little nitpick, but Grievous has one animation for a running slash and a standard slash. So, see Luke in the bottom, he has two different versions. See, he has the one where he can slash to the side, the other one where he does like a little spin. Grievous has one. He just slashes to the left over and over. Which, I mean, that's okay, but it feels like they didn't put as much time into his moves as they did everybody else. Which, you could argue they have a smaller team now than what they had at the beginning, so it makes a lot more sense than you'd think. I mean, it's just a little nitpick thing, but I still love him regardless. At this point, I was going to split screen to see some of the damage scaling, and just remember, he has maxed out star cards here, so he has 40 plus damage to his regular lightsaber strikes. Now, he's a lot like Yoda when he hits a block. He can just go right back into hitting them. Unlike, Luke and the rest of them who have a longer stun after hitting someone's block, which is pretty neat. I mean, it makes them a little bit more viable on a 1v1 situation to wearing down their stamina through their, continuously blocking their, or hitting their block. And I can confirm through this clip that with the maximized star card, he takes 155 damage out of each swing, which is a hefty chunk of damage, if I might say so myself. I can also say, in a 1v1 situation, guarding isn't too much of a problem for Grievous. See, his stamina doesn't go down as quickly. I'm sure he goes down a lot quicker when he's going against a blaster user, because, like Dennis Brandville said, it'll wear down a whole lot faster than a regular lightsaber user's. Now, see, his Claw Rush actually goes through defense, which is pretty awesome, but it doesn't knock them down, which, again, like I said, I like guard break, so I kind of wish it would have knocked him down, but it's perfectly fine. At least it did some damage through it. Now, his Thrust Surge, as you just saw right there, can be easily blocked. And that move there, the Unrelenting Assault, or whatever that is, it actually has a very small radius to hit with. You'd think with the blades being long and going in two different areas, there'd be a bigger radius, but no. It seems like you have to hit them right in the center to make sure that it actually hits them. See, and then the Thrust Surge, it knocks them down. I just wish it was more viable. I wish that it would connect more times than not. See, look at the radius. See, the blades themselves don't hit. You have to be right in the center of Grievous's line of vision, or right in the center of his chest, more like it. Now, you'll notice there's like a little bitty thing under the reticle whenever you see people like that. Well, I think that means, it's my theory, I think it means that you are able to use your Thrust Surge, because I don't know. I mean, I think it means you're in range, or that you're able to. I'm not sure. Maybe that's the reason why it doesn't connect most of the time. Maybe you have to get it in the green to hit it. I don't know. I hope that Dennis Brandville or somebody explains the little thing under your reticle when you see an enemy close enough. And that's an in-depth analysis of Grievous at launch. And the way I feel about him right now is, with the bugs gone, he could be very, very viable. I had a lot of fun with him. He's a very fun character, and it breathes new life into this game. I'm excited. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. I'm very excited. Grievous himself has 5 emotes as well, so I kinda hope that more emotes come to other heroes. I like that, it just gives me hope. It gives me hope for this game. He's very viable, and even with the bugs, I do believe he will get some very positive feedback, especially if he gets fixed. Now, every time everybody gets fixed, somebody gets a bug, but whatever. It's Bugfront. I love the game, and if you were watching this video, you probably enjoy the game as well. Or you're just trying to look into who Grievous is before you even pick up the game again, and that's totally understandable. Remember, he's 35,000 credits, he's 20,000 credits for his appearance, and it's 2,000 credits per emote. So make sure that before you go and having a spending spree on this guy, to have the right amount of credits. I didn't play enough, so I only got a few of the credits, few of the emotes, and his battle damaged outfits. I didn't have much left over afterwards, but believe me, I used to play this a lot more back about a month ago, back when, I got kind of tired out for a little bit because I was looking forward to Grievous, and it just kept on being, a longer wait. But now that Grievous is here, I'm going to be playing this every friggin' day. So drop a like on this video if you enjoyed this analysis. It's probably not as formal as it should be. Sorry if the quality of this video is bad. I just wanted to get this out there quickly because I feel like people will need to know these bugs before they jump in and be disappointed. And you have every right to be disappointed with Grievous. We waited a long time for this guy. He was supposed to come out back in February, I believe, is somewhere around that leak said, where everybody was losing heart. And everybody started just losing hope in the game, especially DICE and EA. So I understand completely if you are underwhelmed by Grievous here. I was underwhelmed when I saw the bugs and the stun lock and the way that things don't work the way they should. But if you guys have seen the trailer so far, the trailer with Obi-Wan and Grievous in it, if that doesn't get you hyped, especially them being on what is it? Geonosis. With them being on Geonosis, and you can just see the rocks, and you can just see the game it's breathing new life into this game. And I guess before I leave to make this 10 minutes, it's 9 minutes long. The only comment I can say is, I hope that you guys go into this game with an open mind if you're watching this as someone coming back just for Grievous. The game has changed a ton. It has changed a ton, and with more months to come, it can be a game that everybody loves. I feel like the game is going, in the right direction. It's taking some major steps towards the right direction, and it's a game that I thoroughly want to love, and I do love it. And I love the gameplay. I want to enjoy it. Just the bugs, if they were just kinked, if the kinks in the game were just ironed out, the game would be so much more enjoyable for more than just me, but just by gamers everywhere, hardcore, casual alike. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this analysis was good enough for you guys, and I'm sorry about the quality. All I can say is, Mentos out, everybody stay fresh, and have you a good day.